Okay, everyone who said Cassie lied or exaggerated about what happened to her while she was with Diddy needs to apologize right away. Because what the hell was that hotel footage? And as if that wasn't bad enough, what do you mean he made Kim Porter taste Cassie's tampon? And Cassie did nothing but watch and laugh in agreement. OMG, everyone, a lot of what has been said before about the talks Cassie had with Kim is starting to make sense.
I will advocate for you. Because see, I know something that a lot of people don't know. I know that you and Kim Porter had a sit down right before she left us.
There's a clear pattern here, and it doesn't look good for Carisha. Diddy should never have released that diss track, and now people are saying that the feds are leaking what they found to teach the whole family a lesson. Personally, I'm here for all the leaking and spilling. Anyway, after new footage of Diddy mistreating Cassie came out, one of Kim Porter's alleged friends, Kat Booth, spoke out, saying what she's been saying for about 20 years, that Kim was cheated on by Diddy. This is what Cola said. This Diddy thing is not a surprise, but it makes me remember the horrible way he treated my friend Kim Porter, and how I've always held him silently responsible for her young death #RIP. Also, Kim, in one of her many recent posts, says that wealthy black women don't just die of pneumonia at age 47 without any family to protect them and lock them away from everyone else instead of going to the hospital to get good care. She does make a lot of sense, but what she said about Cassie being involved with what was happening to Kim had me on the edge of my seat, people. Cola specifically said that Cassie let herself be flaunted in Kim's face and laughed at how Diddy was treating Kim, saying that ironically Cassie back then allowed herself to be used to disrespect Kim in her own home. Cola said that she does feel bad for how Cassie was being treated by Diddy, but still she remembers when Cassie allowed herself to be used racially against Kim, as Diddy humiliated her for years. Then she said, "Y'all have always hated me for talking real about these men, but they deserve it," which y'all saw in the video of Diddy roughing Cassie was nothing. We'll never forget the time he tried to make Kim Porter lick Cassie's tampon view. That is super disgusting. What do you mean did he try to make Kim lick Cassie's tampon? And it gets even worse because Cola even goes on to narrate how one time at 400 in the morning Diddy brought Cassie, who was basically a teenager, into his bedroom where Kim was sleeping, and woke Kim up and told her to get out of the bed so Cassie could get in. Basically what Cola was saying was that Kim was treated badly for years, and Cassie giggled about it until she became Kim later on. Okay, some of y'all are also saying that you don't know if Cola is believable, and that there are a bunch of questions about her, like did she ever spill her and Bin Laden's tea? Since when was she even Kim's friend? But it's important to note that Cola Booth explained her relationship with Kim, saying they apparently had dinner once and spoke on the phone a couple of times, and she believes everything Kim told her when they spoke. So for those who are saying that she wasn't even close to Kim, Cola is not claiming that they were besties. She's simply saying that in the conversations she had with Kim, she disclosed all of those things to her. I know there have also been conversations about how Cassie betrayed Kim and how she was complicit, but let's not forget that we are talking about someone who was in her teens in the company of an older, very rich and powerful man. I mean, have we all watched the same video that was released by CNN? The footage, compiled from multiple camera angles, dated March 5th, 2016, appears to show Diddy and Cassie at a now-closed Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles. In the video, you can see how Cassie exits a hotel room and walks to a bank of elevators. Then Diddy, holding a towel around his waist, runs down a hall after her, and he grabs her by the back of the neck and throws her to the floor, then turns to kick her. Now, when Cassie is still on the floor, if you remember, Cassie talked about the incident in her lawsuit when she said that Diddy grabbed her purse and suitcase from the floor near the elevators and kicked her again while she lay motionless on the floor. He then briefly dragged her toward the room by her sweatshirt before walking away. Baby, I couldn't believe what was happening, because while Cassie was trying to gather things from the floor after struggling to wake up, she moved to pick up a phone on the hallway wall near the elevators. That's when Diddy, still wearing a towel and socks, returned, and a mirror directly across from the security cameras showed him literally shoving Cassie. He then sat down on a chair, grabbed something off a table, and threw it at her. That around March 2016, Diddy became extremely intoxicated and punched her in the face, giving her a black eye. It's the same incident. She said that after Diddy fell asleep, she attempted to leave the hotel room, but he woke up and followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her, as evidenced in the video. What Cassie also mentioned in her lawsuit is that Diddy grabbed at her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them as she ran to the elevator to escape. She also said that She took a cab to her apartment, but upon realizing that her running away would cause Diddy to become even more angry with her and completely stuck in this vicious cycle, she returned to the hotel with the intention of apologizing for running away from Diddy. But when she returned, hotel security staff urged her to get back into a cab and go to her apartment, suggesting that they had seen the security footage showing Diddy roughing her up and throwing glass at her in the hotel hallway. The lawsuit also said that Diddy paid the Intercontinental in Century City $50,000 for the hallway security footage. But clearly they never got rid of it. Well, as soon as the video started making the rounds, Cassie's attorney, Douglas A. Hewitt, made a statement saying the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot describe the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. However, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office also said in a statement about the surveillance tape, "We are aware of the video that has been circulating online. We find the images extremely disturbing and difficult to watch." The statement also continued, "If the conduct of Pickett occurred in 2016, unfortunately, we would not be able to charge, as the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of this nature can be prosecuted. As of today, law enforcement has not presented a case related to the attack to Pickett in the video against Mr. Combs. I know it's crazy that he cannot be charged, but I'm guessing whoever leaked this footage knew and just decided that Diddy should be judged by the public. And when I tell y'all that people have been going at him mercilessly since that footage was released, child, it's been nasty. But there's still that conversation about whether Cassie was complicit and how Diddy treated Kim. See, the thing is, Cassie must started out thinking that she was special and that she would not be treated the way that she watched Diddy treat Kim Porter. But tables turned on her and Diddy started to treat her the way he was treating him. But this cycle has also led to even more questions like, does that mean that Young Miami also went through the same thing? Remember how Kisha was lashing out at people who were blasting her about not learning from what happened to Cassie and how she seemingly clowned Cassie? I don't know about y'all, but I see a clear pattern here anyway. This entire development also has some people saying that Cassie and Young Miami are both rich diggers who deserve what happened to them. I know it's harsh, especially considering everything that they may have gone through, but what do you think? Is it fair to say that they deserve it? And what are your thoughts on Cola saying that Cassie watched as Kim was being mistreated, thinking it would not happen to her? Did the same exact thing happen with Kisha?
And I know Kim had some very good advice to give you, and I believe that this is why things are happening as they're happening now. Kim was smart, wasn't she, Cassie? Kept you alive and kept you safe. I will advocate for you.